I'm trying to talk very softly because I don't want to scare little Ziggy right here. Watch this. He's going to calm down. He's not freaking out. I can actually touch his teeth, and he does not open his mouth. So that shows you all the time I've been putting into this crocodile has been paying off. I'm super excited to share this with you guys. This is my new snake. It is only found in Australia. Their venom is more compared to the king brown, also known as the mulga snake, a potentially deadly snake. As you can see, with that typical lapidae head, looks like a cobra because it does pack a punch. What is going on, beautiful people? I'm trying to talk very softly because I don't want to scare little Ziggy right here. Ziggy, if you don't know, is my American crocodile, Crocodilus acutus, for all the people out there who like their taxonomy. He's a beautiful little crocodile, and he actually was produced by the beautiful pair of American crocodiles on display at the Miami Metro Zoo. So you can go check those animals out. If you ever visit the Miami Metro Zoo, they have a tube that you can go through the water feature and actually have Ziggy's dad on top of the tube, and you look up and there's a big dragon. So definitely check that out. If you're ever in Miami, check out the Miami Metro Zoo, check out Ziggy's parents. But yeah, Ziggy's doing pretty good. I'm just hanging out with Ziggy, making sure he's nice and relaxed. The big thing that I've been focused on while keeping this animal and raising it up is making sure I touch it at least every other couple of days. Have these little sessions where I touch the animal all over. I touch him on the jaws, I touch him on the tail, the back, the neck. He's been eating crickets, a little bit of everything. Nice vary to his diet. He's doing good. Look, he's growing out. Oh, he's a little cranky. He's not too fond of the camera. It spooks him a little bit, but he's doing good. I've just been scratching him, pulling him a lot, making sure he gets accustomed to my touch, because it's very important that he's used to being handled by people. We want to use him for outreach programs, kids coming into the facility, being able to hold an American crocodile, because it's such a rare opportunity to be able to hold American crocodiles. They were once very, very endangered. Their numbers are very low here in Florida, and they've made a remarkable comeback. So now we have them in the Keys, we have them throughout Dade County. They're doing pretty good. And they're found throughout South America, Mexico, Belize. The only problem is they're not protected in every spot they're found. So they actually still get poached till this day. Sadly, people are still poaching them for their heads and their tail meat. You know, although this is such an amazing animal, people think that this hide right here is a little more important for belts and bags because it's nice and soft. It's not covered by that bony plates on the back, these osteoderms. So this leather's really nice for belts and bags, and this is why these animals get poached. And their meat is prized. So it really sucks, but hopefully an animal like Ziggy will get people to change their heart and say, you know what, I don't want a purse made of crocodile. I'd rather have it made of cow or, you know, cat. Oh my, as long as it's not croc. Look at him. He's a good little guy. Perfect replica of its parents. Now, a lot of people probably wonder what's the big difference between alligators and crocodiles. One of the main things people say is the jaws. Crocs have narrow jaws, whereas an alligator has oval, broad snout, designed to crush down things the same size as their skull, whereas a croc, he's really designed to tear things apart with that narrow snout. Also, to catch fish, because this is an animal that's found in the mangroves, eating mangrove snapper, crabs, anything that comes to the shore. So they're known to live out in the mangroves and eat everything they can catch. So Ziggy's doing pretty good. I like to take him out every couple days, handle him, let him know that I'm not going to hurt him, touch him all over, get him used to the touch. And something that shows you that he's getting very accustomed to being handled is that when I pet his jaws and I get him to calm down, watch this. He's going to calm down, he's not freaking out. I can actually touch his teeth, and he does not open his mouth. So that shows you all the time I've been putting into this crocodile has been paying off, because this animal does not get defensive when I rub his teeth. Any other crocodile would have bit me on the finger already. Not tolerant at all. So he's doing good. He's my favorite little crocodile. He's going to get nice and big one day. And as you can see, we hooked him up with a nice big water lamp tub. He's got this huge water feature. He's got a tank heater right here to keep that water nice and toasty, because that's super important when growing out a crocodile. There's a filter, a nice big basking spot over here with a UVB bulb and a basking spot bulb, you know, just a regular heat lamp bulb. And close that up nice and secure. And then over here, this is probably what you guys have been waiting for. I'm super excited to share this with you guys. This is my new snake. It is only found in Australia. Now, before I get started, let me just say a big thank you to Underground Reptiles. They've been supplying the whole world with reptiles for years. They get the craziest, most exotic animals you could think of. Of course, study up on these animals before you go and get one. Don't just get an animal because it looks cool. Always know what you're getting into before actually making the purchase. But yeah, Underground Reptiles, They sell venomous reptiles to people who are licensed like myself. They had this animal. I told Tyler Nolan, since he's good friends with Underground Reptiles, I told him, you know what? You should buy this snake. It's a really cool snake, hard to get your hands on. We went over there, they whipped out the snake. Tyler said, nah, I'm not going to buy it. And I said, if you're not going to buy it, then I guess I am. So in here, we have a very venomous elapid. I'm checking the lip of the enclosure because the thing about these vision cages is they hide snakes that like to climb. So if I reach in, I could get tagged from up above. So you gotta be real careful. But this is a snake that likes to hide underground, so I'm thinking he's probably hiding underneath this cypress mulch, somewhere around right here. I'm gonna push around. Oh, see his head? See him right there? That is the face of a snake that you're not gonna see in too many zoos here in the US or anywhere outside of Australia. This beautiful looking snake, see that red belly? This is what's called a collet snake, only found in the middle of nowhere in Queensland, Australia. It's also known as the Downs tiger snake. They're related to the red-bellied black snake. The scientific name for this guy would be Pseudechus cullidi, for all the people who love their taxonomy and like to know their scientific names. Now, what's really interesting about this species is it was thought to have a very mild venom, nothing too serious, something compared to the red-bellied black snake, just because they're closely related. So the thing is, everyone thought that their venom was mild since they're closely related to red-bellied blacks, but it turns out once people start keeping them in captivity, like myself, and mistakes happen when people get bit, those people sadly tested out the venom and taught us that their venom is more compared to the king brown, also known as the mulga snake, a potentially deadly snake that could cause liver failure because of all the toxins being processed through your liver just dies. It also causes diarrhea. It causes abdominal pains. It's really nasty stuff. Headaches, vomiting, all that jazz you don't want. Localized swelling. It is no joke. So, people who started keeping these snakes started to get tagged while feeding them or handling, and they learned the terrible truth of how potent their venom is. Now, like I said, this snake is somewhat subterrestrial. They don't come in contact with people. The way we figured out what their venom really was made of is because people keeping them in captivity got bit. People don't really run into them out in the wild. They avoid people. They don't see you as a threat. So I am going to handle the snake without the hook. I want to use the hook to get it out of the enclosure. But for the most part, it's fairly docile, and using my handling skills, I'm able to calm this snake down and avoid any bites, letting them know I'm not a threat. Obviously, never attempt to handle snakes in such a manner. I've been doing this since I was a little kid. I've been keeping this snake for a couple days now. He's been in quarantine. I've been watching his body language, seeing how to handle him, and he's pretty laid back. Venomous keepers in Australia, they have them, and they handle them with hooks. They handle them like this. They're pretty common for venomous keepers out there. But at the end of the day, like I said, as you can see, that typical Elapidae head looks like a cobra because it does pack a punch. There are venom glands right in the back of that head right there. And because this is an Elapidae family member, they actually have a hood. So they spread out the ribs around the neck right here. See if we can put those ribs out for you. He's not going to really show it, but he'll actually spread the ribs out around his neck like a cobra and flatten himself out, making himself look bigger. Keep himself to the ground real low, flatten out the neck, and keep real low and creep away, trying to let the person know he doesn't want to get messed with. Whereas a real cobra props up completely, hoods up, saying, get out of my face. And actually, there are other Elapidae family members that do this as well. Not a lot of people know this, but black mambas actually hood up as well. They spread the ribs out, letting people know to get away. So another interesting fact about their venom while I'm free handling this venomous reptile, if you were to get bit, their venom is actually known to cause you to lose your sense of smell and taste permanently. So there are multiple cases where people can no longer smell the daisies anymore because they've been bitten by a collet snake. Now, obviously out there you're probably saying, oh, this dingus is telling us how venomous this snake is while he handles it. At the end of the day, it takes a skill set to handle these snakes in such a manner without getting bit. I handle my king cobra with no hooks. I handle multiple venomous reptiles with no hooks, but at the same time, I do what I have to in certain situations. With this snake, I just take him off the hook and I handle him with my hands. Other snakes, I only use the hook like the rattlers. It depends on the animal and the situation. So this is the new beautiful collet snake. It's about, I want to say, 1.5 to 2 years old, and they can reach about 5 to 6 feet long. Beautiful Elapidae species, only found in Australia. It's such a gem to have because Australian animals don't get exported out of Australia unless you have a zoo, and it's going from zoo to zoo. They do not export their wildlife for the pet trade or any manner like that, which is a good thing because they're protecting their natural resources. So good on you, Australia. Love your animals, love your reptiles. Comment below, what do you think I should name this Colette snake? Like I said, Pseudechus cullidi. If you can think of a name, comment below. If not, I'm going to call him Colette. So, say goodbye to the Colette snake. Say goodbye. Goodbye. Give him a little lick. Give him a little lick. I'm going to put him right back. And as I put him back inside his enclosure, definitely get a good look at that face. Beautiful snake. Alright guys, we're going to put him back inside of his enclosure. Goodbye, little Colette snake. Say goodbye to the meatball clan. You know what's cool? He's red like a meatball. I'm going to put him right back in here. See him just disappear underneath the lip of the cage. Maybe he'll dig a little bit. Is that an alcohol snake or what? Alright, let me close this up. Oh, you're gonna... Little licks. Little licks. Oh, oh, no food. No food. We're good. I'll see you later, little Colette snake. Oh, gotta move this one around. There we go. Gotta lock it, secure it, and we are good to go. Alright, beautiful people, I will see you on the next one. Stay beautiful, stay safe. Don't free handle venomous reptiles unless you know what you're doing. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye. Hello.